Hey, it's EG. Welcome to the audio version of the Be Yourself Marketing newsletter. And if you haven't checked out the podcast yet, there are real conversations with entrepreneurs just like you, and they're building on their own terms because your best marketing strategy is the one you were born with. Find it wherever you listen. Now, let's get into the newsletter. Can I make an uncomfortable observation? If AI is stealing marketing and copy contracts, why are my clients excited when I show them tips and tricks on how I use AI? And why aren't they just firing me and doing it themselves? And here's one that really should stop you. Why are AI companies hiring copywriters and marketers to help them grow their own business? Maybe it's not about AI. Maybe it's about your mindset and how you're positioning yourself. Now, I know that's a hard sentence to hear when your income depends on clients saying yes. And if you don't change that, you really are going to lose. Not because AI is literally coming for your job, but because it keeps evolving and you're kind of stuck in the same rut. So here's where this all clicks together for me. I had a check-in call this week that literally started with, have you seen the latest numbers? Before hello, before how's the weather, the spam complaints and unsubscribes for my client went down 99%. Their eyes popped, jaw dropped. Kind of like a scene in a cartoon. I mean, honestly, mine did too the first time I saw the numbers, and I ran the math twice because I didn't believe it either. Truthfully, when I got started, I'd have assumed that they needed better emails too. But it's not because of the emails. I could have rewritten every email they've ever sent and had ever automated. That wouldn't have mattered. People were leaving not because of bad copy. They were leaving long before the copy ever even had a chance to work. That took asking questions, understanding the fundamentals of their audience, and explaining that the thing they thought they needed wasn't the thing that was broken. Oh, and then asking AI to help me troubleshoot where the biggest drop-offs were happening. So, there's a bakery that never ended up getting a second email. One of my mentees has been thinking about talking to a local business owner for about a year, and they finally had the courage to start the conversation, and they got the meeting. Then they sent the first email, and it included something along the lines of, I have some ideas for your business. Now look, the owner agreed, then canceled the meeting. She said, let's reschedule, but kind of went blank. Never heard from her again. Ghosted, same as always happens when the ask comes before the questions. So my question to them was, how do you give somebody ideas if you don't know what they actually need? Is it more new customers? Is it repeat customers? Is it higher prices for better margins? Maybe it's fewer products that go into the trash. Yes, everybody wants to grow their business, but what does that look like? Where's the biggest pain point? And what have they tried before, and how did they try it? See, he skipped over the diagnosis and prescribed the treatment before even having a single fact about the problem, which is always going to look like step one when it's really sitting a lot further down the food chain. And here's what I keep saying to people. It's probably not that the Instagram or the website or the email, quote unquote, doesn't work. Chances are they're using it the wrong way for where their business is right now. At some point, somebody sold her a thing without ever asking if that thing made sense for where they're actually at right now. And really, it's never about the thing, it's about results. Write that down on a post-it and stick it on your monitor if you need to. Results come from understanding the problem. Understanding the problem comes from asking what's been tried and what's worked and what didn't. That's it. That's the whole fundamental. Results equals value. Deliverables or things, those are commodity. And that's exactly why, quote unquote, AI is taking my work keeps showing up in group after group after group right now. I literally saw 3 posts in 3 different groups all on the same day. I just had to shut Facebook. People are seriously thinking about giving up on businesses they've spent years building. Yes, AI can write the email, it can build the website, it can produce the thing. And it may not be great at it right now, but it'll keep getting better. That 99% result I got did not come from better emails. It came from finding the real problem first. This gap's only getting wider, and AI is only getting better at producing the deliverables. So that means that people that are selling deliverables instead of outcomes are going to feel the pressure first, and they're going to get hit harder. Now, here's the weird part, and it should stop the panic cold. Anthropic, the company behind Claude AI, that's supposedly partially responsible for stealing all these jobs, they've got a copy lead, SEO lead, and head of copy roles open right now. There's actually 17 open spots in marketing and brand, all paying a premium price, all for people, not for the AI that they actually developed. So there's companies are still hiring humans because strategy beats output. So here's the funny part. My clients have literally asked me to teach them how I use AI. And that has yet to cost me a single contract. It actually gives them more confidence in hiring me because the fundamentals are already there. AI didn't replace anything, it just made things faster and easier. It's a tool. The results came from asking the right questions first. And look, there's one thing that this won't fix. Fixing your mindset and your positioning isn't going to solve everything. It's going to help a lot, but it's not the magic pill. Because even if you lead with the results, even if you show the value of human intelligence over artificial, some people still aren't going to buy it. Some people still think the Earth's flat. Some people think that the moon landing was staged. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But you're not going to persuade everyone, no matter how good your positioning is. If you've done the work, you know your results, you know your value, you're asking the right questions, and it's still not landing, that doesn't mean you're failing. You could be confidently standing in the wrong room. That's not a reason to discount yourself to their level. That's why you need to find the room where the people that value you are already in it, and they're standing in it, and they're waiting for you. So if you're panicking about AI right now, stop staring at the tool. Name what you're actually selling. Be honest. Is it the thing, like the email, the website, the blog post, or the result? More customers, fewer no-shows, a number that moves the business forward. Count the last 3 questions to a prospect. How many were about the deliverable, the thing, versus maybe what they've tried and what happened when they did? The result. Find where you're leading with, I have ideas. That's a bit presumptuous before you know the problem. Start with the questions instead, but stop blaming AI for not getting the work. Look at how and who you're actually approaching. Now, what's the one thing you're currently selling as a deliverable that should really be sold as a result? Let me know. And make it a human intelligence kind of week.